Hello everyone, I'm Mihail Stanescu.
And I'm Mihai Romoșan.
We are from National University of Science and Technology Polytechnica Bucharest, Romania, and today, using this information of the presentation English in Warfare, a global standard for defense and technology, we want to share you our perspective about technology in various domains like defense. These are the points of the presentation, and now please, my dear colleague, the introduction.
As an introduction, English was very good for the military operations because it's an effective way of communicating in military operations today. It's influenced a lot of missions outcomes. Over time, English has established itself as the global standard for military communication, being widely utilized by entities such as NATO and United Nations and various multinational defense alliances. Therefore, also the reasons of using English in international cooperation, because that's what we want to follow, is that English as a language of is a language of command and control. It improves communication coordination. It has access to training and education. It involves career advancement, and the career advancement is easier by using English, and the cultural exchange part, where the cohesion is very important here in a team. If there is no cohesion, we don't have a good team. Also, there is a study case in the technology domain involving English. The dominance of English language is present in ethical hacking, in red teaming, blue teaming, software malware analysis and reverse engineering, also DevSecOps, and finally the security research. The English is very present there.
Now, some statistics on this topic. First of all, approximately 80% of military cybersecurity protocols use English language algorithms for data analysis and threat detection. Furthermore, another interesting statistic is that in real-time operational communication for military autonomous system is majority in English, even in multinational missions involving non-English speaking countries. Amazing. Another point is that over 70% of defense related to artificial intelligence technology are programmed using English-based coding languages. And another statistics based on the source of the cybersecurity and application is that over 85% of cybersecurity protocols used by multinational defense organizations rely on English-based encryption and communication system. And in the practical part, we need some theoretical aspect like encryption, which is a process for masking information to make it unreadable without special knowledge. And for this, we have some interesting idea to prepare. One of them is that the English language plays a significant role in encryption. When algorithms or models are applied to NLP, natural language data, and not the least, email encryption protocols like Pretty Good Privacy or multipurpose internet mailing extensions are often use English based on the metadata and human-readable components to help users to verify the legitimacy of messages or the identity of the sender. And an interesting example, it can be the difference between the protocols of communication HTTP and HTTPS. Of course, is the about that S, which is meaning of the security based on the encrypted connection. And we have a practical application. We are thinking about, let's say, the most easiest encryption model, the Caesar cipher, which was from the Julius Caesar moments in history. So before the Roman Empire, where it was about the text encryption functionality using the alphabet, Latin alphabet, and the text is processing for machine learning. And for this, we are using vectors. So it's about vectorization of text data because we are working with alphabets, so with characters. And the idea of this is machine learning classification. And for this, we are using an easy model for predicting the naive base to see the encrypted or not encrypted text. This is the code which we are preparing in Python. And for this, we prepared the function of Caesar cipher. We set some examples to train the model to see which is encrypted, which is not encrypted using by shifting of the alphabet. And after we put some text to see if our logic can be good for the check encryption function. And here we have some outputs of the application. We have some codes and we see if it is encrypted or not encrypted. For this, in the first example, we understand that the letters were shifted with five positions. In the second example, the text was shifting with a three position. And in the last, it was not encrypted because it's an unusual text. So it's not about shifting left or right. Conclusion, please.
For the conclusions, we have technological progress and military development using English. The English language has a rapid progress in technology, which reinforced all the vital global languages in all the world, and the critical information innovation was therefore upgraded. Also, the global alliances and diplomacy use English because it's mandatory, because there needs to be a cohesion between the states. And the cybersecurity information warfare, in the cyber warfare, English becomes the mandatory language because it remains the dominant language in cybersecurity, making it indispensable for all the professionals in all the countries to be engaged in both defense and offensive operations. We have also a saying from Edward Sapir, linguist and anthropologist, which tells us that language is the most massive and inclusive art we know, a mountainous and anonymous work of unconscious generations. Therefore, English was very much a construct of many different cultures and states.
This is the biography of our project. And in the final, we want to thank you very much for your support, for your audience. And we hope that this project help you to see a vision about the importance of the language also in the era of the Industrial Revolution 4.0, where it's so important to work with this type of the technology. We wish you all the best. We are invite you also to the Dracula Home Romania, and we hope in this competition to have amazing moments where it's time for me, for my colleague, and for everyone who took part in this competition to shine and to be in the best shape of your life. Wish you all the best. Bye bye.